Students are enjoying their last few days of summer vacation before they head back to school, and each year brings new changes. And this morning I'm joined by SACS Superintendent Dr. Philip Downs to preview some of those. Good morning.
Good morning.
Great to have you here with us.
Thank you, Gina.
So you have about 7,000 students in your district, is that right?
Yes.
How do you begin to get ready for them to return?
Well, it looks like nothing's happening, but actually over the summer there's a lot going on. There are a lot of things that you have to do maintenance-wise to the buildings that you can't do when the kids are around. Mm-hmm. So you have to get those done, but with summer school it kind of crunches the summer. So our custodial staffs, the bus maintenance people, have to get all their work done in a relatively short period of time. So there's a big crunch there. We have teachers coming in for trainings all summer. And then when school gets ready to start and we start looking at enrollment numbers, the white knuckle ride of making sure you've got enough staffing takes over. And so the last 2 weeks, and I'm sure Ken probably said the same thing, it's been very hectic trying to get everybody placed in their rooms. Teachers come in early. They dedicate and donate a lot of their time to come in early and get things ready. So there's actually a lot of things going on in the school system. It just doesn't look like it because there's not a million little kids running around.
Behind the scenes. So
yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready to go. We got spot cleaning to do here and there, and a couple classrooms to fill up. It looks like our enrollment may be up a little bit this year, so we've got to be ready for that.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Now, this is your second year as superintendent.
It is.
How's the transition been?
Interesting. For 4 years, I got to watch Dr. Yeager up close, mm-hmm. and so I thought I had a pretty good idea of what the job was like, but the reality is there's so much that comes at you from so many different directions that I didn't even know about when just watching him. Uh-huh. So you really, I think, have to learn to assess quickly whether it's something you need to address or whether it's something you need to ask the right questions to get people to think about how they can solve the problem. Yeah. But it comes at you from a lot of different directions, and for someone like me, and I think Dr. Folks, who are a bit ADD to start with, it's good because it keeps our minds moving, which is good. Mm-hmm. I think our wives like it when our minds are busy all the time. It keeps us out of trouble.
That's right. Okay, I can see how that would be. Any year you have a packed schedule. Mm-hmm. Anything in particular that you're looking forward to this year, as far as what can students anticipate? What has
we operate under the constraints of some tax caps when it comes to capital projects. So in order to get all of our students technology, we've had to kind of cobble some grants together, and we're really happy because this last year we were able to get some grants to finalize enough money to get iPads for our kindergarten through second grade students, and so they will all have iPad minis in those grades, and so that we're very excited about that because that will help in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. So that's an exciting thing. Last year we ran a number of community discussions and surveys and did a lot of work to try to find out what our constituents wanted a 21st century education to look like. And as a result of that, the board has recently adopted a new mission, which is preparing today's learners for tomorrow's opportunities, and a strategic plan to go with that. And so we'll be spending the next few years kind of fleshing out that plan and working on operationalizing it. This fall, we're hoping to have a series of discussions on funding schools and funding sources for schools and kind of educate the community on the situations that public schools face. We'll be working with the Mike Downs Center at PFW again. They run the meetings for us and work through the Kettering Foundation in the deliberative dialogue process to make sure that people have a say in what's going on in their community, and that helps our board make good policy and be responsive to the taxpayers.
My last thing, what's one thing students might not know about you outside of school?
Wow. How I dress at work is not how I like to dress, but I take one for the team on that. Would be one thing. But I love to read, I love sports, I love music, and I like spending time with my family, and being on TV makes me uncomfortable. How about that?
Well, we're glad you're here. Thanks so much for your time this morning, Dr. Now. Well, the first day of school for SACS students is Wednesday, August 12th. And don't forget, News Channel 15's Rod Hissong will be live Monday morning starting at 5 a.m. We'll be right back.